Hey everyone, welcome back to part 7 of the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time full playthrough walkthrough. In this section of the walkthrough, we are going to do the Forest Temple, and then after the Forest Temple, we're going to get an ammo upgrade for the weapon that we get inside the Forest Temple. I know I said at the end of the last walkthrough that we will also do the mask side quest. I forgot how long the Forest Temple was, so we're going to do that next time. So we're starting here at the Temple of Time. Let's go. So as Adult Link, you will always start at the Temple of Time whenever you boot the game. There is unfortunately no, save state in the way that Majora's Mask has them, if you've played that. So you do kind of just start from the same place every single time. As Child Link, you started at his house, which, gets annoying because it's so far from everything, but I guess it makes sense. Alrighty. Since we have Epona, we can just call her. Oh. And she'll come running, and then we can use her to get to the forest a little bit quicker. Now, you may be wondering, how should I know that I need to go to the forest? Well, there's a couple different ways. If you were to look on your map, you would see a few lights blinking. So we are currently hovering over Kokiri Forest. The Lost Woods is blinking. Kakariko Village is blinking. We've already gotten a treasure there, so we're kind of done with that for now. Death Mountain is blinking. You can go there if you like, but you won't get very far because of something that you need inside the Forest Temple. And then Zora's Domain is also blinking, and same deal, you won't get very far unless you have the items from both the Forest Temple and then the Fire Temple, which comes later. So the Forest Temple is kind of your only other option. The other way you know this is that as you are in Hyrule Field or just adventuring around... Oh, the Big Poe. Can't do anything about that yet. It actually kind of spooked me. As you're riding around, eventually Navi will kind of yell at you, and then she will say, I wonder what's going on in the forest, I'm also a little worried about Saria. And so if you were to play Saria's song, nothing would happen. She would not respond to you. So that's kind of how you know. Yep, there's Navi. She finally said hello. She says, I wonder what's going on in the forest right now. I'm worried about Saria, too. So if we were to play Saria's song... You want to talk to Saria, right? Say yes. Guide, this is Saria. Can you hear me? Great, you're safe. I knew I would hear from you again. I'm in the Forest Temple. The forest spirits were calling for help, so I went to check it out. But it's full of evil monsters. Help me. So she actually does respond. I always thought that it would just be blank, and that would kind of be your clue. Alright, great. Yeah, I really remembered her just not responding. Actually, I know why. Okay, so the last place that we saw Saria was in the Lost Woods. And the last time we were here and we met Saria, she did tell us about the Forest Temple. I think she said, she kind of pointed out where she was sitting in front of. So, let's go to the Forest Temple now. We gotta go to the Lost Woods. Same place as before. But you'll see that the forest is just teeming with enemies now, which generally isn't a good sign. Alright, so same pathway through. Same thing. What I will tell you is that if you were to go to Goron City right now, you could get an item early. It won't really do anything for you in the Forest Temple, but it just looks cool. I'll just say that. Anyway, let's go through here, and then we can speak with Meadow. It says, what are you? Though you wear Kokirish clothing, you can't fool me. I promised Saria I would never let anybody go through here. So let's play Saria's song to let him know that we know Saria. That melody. Saria plays that song all the time. Do you know Saria? That song. Saria taught that song only to her friends. Okay, I trust you. When I see you, I don't know why, but I remember him. Who could he be talking about? I wonder. Okay, so let's continue through. Now, the way you know you're going the right way, because the music is now always playing, you can just kind of approach logs, and then they will sort of fade out. That's kind of how you know, and if they don't fade out, then you are not heading in the right direction. So I think this one should be it. Yep. Okay, let's go this way. Nope. Let's go left. And then right. So the way you know this is the exit is you're literally moving off the screen on the map. Alright. So here in the Sacred Forest Meadow, Navi's going to immediately stop us and say from here on, we'll be going through some narrow passages. If you take it slow, maybe you can sneak up on some enemies. Use L or Z targeting to always look in the proper direction. Set your view so you can see down the next corridor before you turn a corner. Once your view is set, hold down L or Z to sidestep around the corner. That way you won't be surprised by an enemy waiting in ambush. Okay, so we are going to go up against moblins now. They cannot be targeted, but they can be killed. You can kill them by shooting them in the back with the hook shot. If they see you, they will charge after you with their spears, so you want to be very quick when dealing with them. You can't shoot them while they are charging you or while they are facing you. It won't work. So what you can do is, if you're lucky, you can kind of sneak into these little alcoves here. They are somewhat nearsighted, so if you're like all the way down the lane, they really won't be able to see you. Actually, I think Deku nuts might work. Nah, that's okay. Oh, yep, that's what I was afraid of there. If you get too close, they hear you. So I gotta be quick. Oh boy. I did not realize he was there. I'm used to him being on the other side, but the one that saw me messed up my timing. Look at that booty. Man, I'm really hoping for hearts here. Alright, so I recommend going into this pool first. This way you can kind of see where the moblin is. So he's going to be on the other side. But he can patrol that lane. So this big one, you kind of just want to walk in a zigzag. You want to be Bo Jackson from Tecmo Bowl in real life. And then you can get behind and then actually use your sword. This guy typically drops 20 rupees. I'm hoping maybe he'll drop some hearts. I don't know. But usually it's only 20 rupees. Oh, well, 15. Okie doke. So as we approach the stairs to where Saria was, we are instead greeted by someone else. It's Sheik. The flow of time is always cruel. Its speed seems different for each person, but no one can change it. A thing that doesn't change with time is a memory of younger days. In order to come back here again, play the Minuet of Forest. We've learned the Minuet of Forest. Link, I'll see you again. Okay, so the menu out of Forest, if you go to the quest status subscreen, you'll notice that it's on the second row and it's green. This is a warp song. So if you were to play this, you would get teleported to this pedestal right here. And throughout your adventures in Hyrule, if you've been kind of adventuring outside of this walkthrough, you may have noticed other pedestals similar to this that have different symbols on them. Those are warp locations, but you need to learn the songs for each one. All right, so there is a door up on this plinth here, but we can't get to it. However, if we take out the hook shot, we can grab onto the branch. And now we can go inside. Right off the bat, we're going to get attacked by 2 Wolfos. So what you want to do, wait for them to attack. As soon as they turn around, do a jump slash. There you go. Now they're taken care of. All right. This temple has the best music in the game. I have listened to this for like 6 hours straight one day while working. It is such a chilling, haunting song. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to climb this vine. Oh, actually, let me just talk about one thing here. Oh, okay. Let's climb the vine. As I was playing through this about an hour ago to refresh my brain and take notes, I had an extra key, and I couldn't figure out why, and it's because that door isn't locked. I think it might be locked on Master Quest. Maybe not. I don't know. Anywho, we hear the familiar sound of a Skulltula. So if we look to the left, we'll see it climbing on the wall here. So go ahead and use your hook shot. And then you can target the token, use the hook shot again. I like doing that just so I don't get hooked onto the vines by accident. All right, then when we come over here, we can see a small chest on this trunk right here. You can zip on over to it, open it, and then you'll get a small key. All right, now let's go through here. All right, so we're going to be greeted by a big Skulltula. However, you can just use your hook shot and hit it right through the mask. It's sharp enough to go through. All right, into the main chamber we go. And as we walk down towards this elevator, the flames dissipate, and they turn into Pose. These are the 4 Pose sisters. The mission of the Forest Temple is to find the 4 Pose sisters, kill them, and restore their flames. And once all of the flames are restored, the elevator will come back. The room grows quite dark at this point, so you can't do anything about the elevator. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here, just walk straight across the room, and we're going to go up to this door. Before we go through it, however, there's another gold Skulltula, and it's on this wall. All right, let's go through the door. Oops. We're greeted by a blue bubble. If you block it as it sort of bonks into you... Oh, God. If you block it as it bonks into you, the flame will go away, and then it becomes vulnerable. Hello? Oh, my God. There you go. All right. So, you can also use your hook shot to stun it and then just stab it a couple times. Very important, it dropped a Deku nut. That's random, but it is helpful, because in this room, we have to fight 2 Stalfos. Deku nuts make these guys a million times easier. So just wait for them to do their thing. Just wait for them to slash. Make sure you're out of range. Throw a Deku nut. Do a jump slash. 3 jump slashes will kill them. However, you do need to kill them. Oh, not these ones. Never mind. There's another encounter with these guys where you need to kill both of them. Ooh. I have a fairy. It's okay. There's also a fairy in this room. There's another... Ooh. That was an accident. There's another Stalfos encounter here in the Forest Temple where you have to kill both of them kind of quick. I was lucky. All right. So once they're down, we're going to get a small key. I'm hopeful that didn't count towards my death counter. I'd be a little upset if it did. Alright, we found a small key. So, up to this point, we haven't found an actual locked door. We've always had to just activate switches as a child. But as adults, the temples have actual locked doors. So you're going to be finding a lot of keys. Get another fairy. I think this one is just hearts. Hello. Thank you, a rupee. I'm going to re-equip Deku Nuts, just so I don't accidentally use this fairy. Alright. So, 2 keys in tow. There we go. Perfect. Nothing. Alright, so with that, we're going to go back to the main room. And then, we are going to go... here? Nope, other side. We're going to go over here. And there's going to be a block blocking us. But we know what to do with this. Let's play the Song of Time. Playing songs on the GameCube is a little annoying because C up can only be done by pressing up on the C stick. But the other buttons are assigned to actual buttons, so it's just weird to play. Anyway, through this door we have a giant Deku Baba. So you can stab him once to kind of stun him, and then do a jump slash to kill him, bounce this back at the Octorok. And then in here, we're going to climb this vine, but we have to do it very carefully. Oh, nope, didn't want to do that. I'm going to kill this Skulltula. We're going to kill this one, but if you look closely, there's a third one up there, but we can't reach it. So that means that we have to climb this vine very carefully. Because if it spots us, it's going to come towards us and knock us off. So what you want to do is you want to come to the right, wait for it to rotate around. Great. You gotta kind of just play chicken with it. It's a little frustrating. Alright, in here we got another blue bubble. Just quickly target and use your hook shot. Very good. Alright, and then this will be the map. Alrighty. We gotta go this way. Okey-doke. Small Deku Baba. And then we're gonna just ignore that Skulltula because there's a hookshot switch here. And there's a red switch. So this red switch is going to drain the well that's in this room, and it's also connected to the other room. So what we're gonna do is we are going to casually just jump off this thing. Oh, that would have been so sick. What? So unfortunately, these things drop like a pack of 3 Deku sticks, but you can't use all 3. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, jump down the well. And then on the other side of this well, there's going to be a couple recovery hearts, but most importantly is a chest with a small key. So that's 3 small keys. And don't worry, we're about to start busting through these things and using them. Alright, so you can go up that vine and just go back the way you came, but I do want to show you where this other door goes. This way you know. And it also will fill out your map for you. There's actually another gold Skulltula in this room as well that I forgot about, so I'm glad we're coming back in here. Alright. So, over here, there is a chest that you can hook onto. You want to hook onto the top of it, though, because you... yeah, that can happen. You got to get at a bit of a weird angle. Ugh, God. It's annoying. Let's try it from the back. All right, great. It's going to be a heart. Great. Most importantly, there's a gold Skulltula here. Okay. Now, you'll notice that Navi occasionally will fly up to the platform above and... oh, boy. And highlight green. That means that Pierre is available. So if you play the Scarecrow song, he'll show up. But you can't play it there. You got to play it actually in front of that location. It's a little strange. But I'll show you when we get there. Okay, so with 3 small keys, we got to start using them. So let's come over here. We'll use it in this door. Oh, my controller's freaking out. I cleaned this thing out. I thought that would fix it. I may have to switch controllers. Damn, that's upsetting. Okay, coming into this room, blue bubble. Very good. All right, so this room has a big push block puzzle. So it just takes a little while, but it's fairly easy. Let's come over here. Yep, Navi says there are arrows painted on the floor. So she's pointing that out to us. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just push or pull this block out of the wall. Okay. But you don't want to go all the way. You want to just go one step before all the way. Come around here, and then push it the rest of the way. Now, unfortunately, this is blocking our path, so... okay, great. It's perfect position right there. Unfortunately, that's blocking our path back, so instead we got to come up and then kind of do the same thing up here. One thing I want to point out to you is this switch here, you can't do anything about for a while, and when you're able to hit that switch with an arrow, it'll drop a chest, but inside the chest is more arrows, so it's a bit of a pointless chest. All right, so you're going to push this brown block or red block all the way until it hits a wall. Great. Oh, God. Yeah, I got to switch controllers. All right, so let's hop down here, back to the green block, and we're just going to push it until it hits a wall. Keep following the arrows. You don't really have much of a choice. Great. All right, it'll sink into the floor here, allowing you to climb it. Climb up here. Okay, now we're just going to push the red block, the brick block. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to slot itself into a little hole. All right, go ahead and climb up. All right, come over here. There's a ladder here. There's going to be another locked door. Okay, we can just ignore these guys. Killing them doesn't give us anything. Make note of that switch above the door. Okay, you can come to this weird-looking hallway. Navi's going to point something out to you. These corridors are all twisted. Yes, it is. You can just walk straight. The room will sort of move with you. All right, so Navi says, watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. I'm deliberately going to fall down and show you what she's talking about. So in certain rooms and certain temples, there are enemies called floor masters. You can see their shadow. Once it detaches from yours, you want to just keep running. This way you get away from it. And then turn around and kill them. Some floor masters will break into mini floor masters. That is... we'll deal with that later. So Navi points out there's a treasure chest here. It's on a wall. We can't climb walls, so we're going to have to figure out a way to do this. All right. Oh, God. The other thing about floor masters is that they can regenerate, like once every minute, I think. So even if you kill them, they will come back. All right. Use your third and final key here. And then you'll notice a very peculiar painting. But as you get near it, it disappears. And it disappears again. Okay, it hasn't gone to that one. It did go to this one, though. So, You can't really do anything about this. Oh, I'm changing controllers right now. Be right back. Okay, man, that's frustrating. Okay, so we can't really do anything about the painting, but you'll notice a torch very much like the one from earlier on in the temple. This is the same torch we saw at the entrance to the temple, isn't it? Yes, it is. So we know that the Pose Sister controls that flame. Can't really do anything, though. In here, though, we're going to fight another Stalfos. The Stalfos can walk over this pit. You cannot. Don't try it. You will fall into the room where you originally fought the two Stalfos, so just try to keep him in this area. Now, I will warn you, this is not the only Stalfos you're about to fight. The two from earlier are going to come back. However, you're going to have to kill them in quick succession. Alright, so the floor is going to drop, and then the other two will show up. Oh, that was really cheap there, guy. What? Okay, I gotta drink Lon Lon milk. It's always fun when you can't even see what's coming. Alright. Now you're going to notice... Whoa, that's cool. You're going to notice that his remains don't burn away like they did earlier. That's because you need to kill this one quickly. If you don't kill them... Come on, dude. Don't waste time. If you don't kill them in quick succession... the other one will come back. That was close. We were basically really riding the timer there. Very difficult room. There's no sugarcoating it. You kind of got to play it really, really well. Okay, so we can open this chest and see what we get. It's the fairy bow. So we finally have a way to shoot projectiles as Link aside from the hook shot. Now we can hit all those switches from before. All right. Wow. Nothing. Got nothing. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to... just want to see which one this is, because two rooms look very similar. Okay, not this one. All right, so let me talk for a second before we proceed here. What's going to happen is if you were to just kind of like do the rooms as they are presented to you, so like do this room, get the treasure, go past the Stalfos room, do that room, get the treasure. If you were to do that, you would run up against a dead end. So what we are going to do instead is we are going to kill the first Pose Sister here. Whoops, wrong item. So we are going to use the bow and then shoot the painting. Never mind. Alright, that burns up the painting. Now she's only got 2 places to go. Now she only has 1 place to go. Now she shows up. So she's going to fly down to the bottom where her torch is, and then we can actually fight her. Now, as you get close to a Poe, she'll disappear. And then she will do that attack. And then reappear, and then you can shoot her again. Every time you shoot her, she will disappear. But you can bait that attack to get her to reappear more quickly. And you gotta shoot her... Oh, she's in the wall. You gotta shoot her 4 times. Oh, please. I hate my life. Oh, 5 times, sorry. There we go. Alright, so she dies. Be sure to grab those arrows. The torch gets lit, and then a chest appears. So let's open this, and we'll get ourselves a small key. Very good. Alright, let's go through this door. And then... kill Joelle. Get that. Okay, great. Yeah, let's do this. So, now, let's go through here. Almost like an identical room, but with an unlit torch. So we know this means that a Poe sister is nearby. Yep, it's the blue one. This is Beth. Okay. So when there's only one painting left, she'll never disappear. So you can just turn around and grab her. All right, so this is the blue Poe. This is Beth. Say hello, Beth. Same thing. One more time. Nope, that's a torch. Bingo. Okay, so for the sake of efficiency, I'm going to kind of just save time. If you were to keep going down this path, like go up the stairs, go through the next door, you would run up against a locked door that you can't open, that you don't have a key for. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go get that key, and then we will come back to this. All right. So let's go back through here. Now that we have the compass, it's a little easier. You can tell where chests are and all that. All right. All right, so what we're going to do is we are headed back towards the push block puzzle room. And what we're going to do is we're going to untwist the hallway. And in order to do that, we're just going to shoot the silver eye that is above the other side of this door. Now, like I said, there is a gold switch in this room. There's a gold switch in this room that drops a chest. That chest contains arrows. I'm just going to skip it. Okay, so now the hallway is straight. But what's actually happened is that the room with this peculiar-looking chest has rotated. So in this chest, this is the big key, or the boss key, or the master key, depending on what Zelda you're playing. In this game, it's called the boss key, sorry. Now you can get inside the chamber where the boss lurks. So adult dungeons are a bit more serious. There are very obvious boss doors now. You'll see one in a little while. Every dungeon from here on out, as an adult, will have a boss key. You cannot fight the boss until you find this key. Some of them are hidden real well. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to fall down this pit here, and inside is going to be 2 blue bubbles. Oh, the Z button on this controller is worse than the other one. Dude, I just cleaned this controller out. How is it this stiff? Anyway, go ahead and kill them. The door opens. Make sure you pick up the Deku nut. And we're going to go through this door here. And we're going to be outside in the courtyard. Now, there's a giant Deku Baba there. I'm not going to worry about him. Instead, what I'm going to do is we're going to get another gold Skulltula. So I'll come over here. And then you can hear it as you're on this platform here. All right, there's Gold Skulltula number 4 of the dungeon. There's one more, and it's near the boss room, so we're okay for now. Very carefully, you want to walk back along here. Very good. Stab the Deku Baba, and then do a jumping attack. All right. So let's go through this door here. Door locks. We got a floor master. Talk to Navi, and she'll say when it splits up, destroy all the pieces before they reunite. This is one of those floor masters that's going to... God, target it, dude. This is one of those floor masters that will split up. So as soon as it does, just keep rotating the stick and mashing B, and then that will allow you to do a spin attack without having to charge it. Otherwise, you can just do a full charge spin attack, but that's just a bit of a faster way to do it. So all I'm doing here is just rotating the stick and mashing B. It doesn't use any magic powder or magic power, but it does basically give you the full strength of a level 1 spin slash. All right, so in this chest is a small key. Very good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn to the right. We're going to go through this door, and then we are back in the push block room. Oops. I guess for the sake of completion, I'll just get that arrow chest. It's sort of on the way. All right, come up here. Very good, very good. Climb this ladder. We'll get the chest, refill our arrows. It's an arrow. It's a chest of arrows that requires an arrow. Not exactly efficient. So with the eyeball switches, at least in this game, you don't have to be super accurate with them. You just get in the general vicinity, and it'll count. All right, hop back over. Very good. Pop up on the brick. Pop up again. And what we need to do now is we need to retwist the hallway. Because now we have all the keys we need to kind of go through the rest of the dungeon. So you just want to shoot the eye switch again to unlock it. Silver eyeball switches can typically be opened and closed. Gold ones can't. Okay, rotate again. All right, now we are back in Joelle's room. Where are my Broad City fans at? Okay, go through this door. Stalfos room. Don't worry, they don't respawn. This is Beth's room. Okay. Come through here. We're going to unlock this door. Now we are in yet another rotated room. Watch for the... Yeah, Navi, we know. We've done this already. Alright, jump over here. These are green bubbles. You want to just bonk them with your shield, and then it'll go away. Ooh, heart. See, this is where you would have, like, hit a dead end, unless you went back for that key. So I just saved a bunch of time. Alright, so in this room we have some rotating platforms, along with a torch and an eye switch that is covered in ice. So what we need to do is we need to make a flame arrow, or a fire arrow. And the way we can do that is by shooting an arrow through the torch and hitting the eye. Again, you just got to be in the general vicinity of the eye, and it'll work. There we go. That's actually a bullseye. Very proud of myself. All right, that twists the hallway. So what we're going to do is we're going to just go back the way we came. You just ignore these guys. All right. What you want to do is just fall down this pit. And then you're going to be in a really interesting room. What I recommend doing... I guess they don't let you do this. Oh, you can do this. Maybe just for that one. Ooh. Okay, I'm sort of cheating here. But knowing that those are there is important. As we approach the far end of the room, Navi interrupts us and says, "Link, watch out, the ceiling is falling down." And it certainly is. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run to the diagonal right and hit this floor switch. The camera in this room is being controlled, so it's basically always detached, meaning that you can't go into first-person mode. So you'll notice that there is another giant Skulltula. You can see the shadow of it on that square. We're just going to run around it and go to the chest. And the square in front of the chest is also open. So right here, this is completely safe. All right, great. We get a bundle of arrows. Wait for the floor to fall one more time, and then we can go through the door. Great. So we are in a room with a torch, a locked door, and a big old painting of Amy. Now you'll notice 5 shadows on the ground. These are blocks. This is a push block puzzle that we're going to have to solve. There are 5 blocks, but only 4 of them make up the puzzle you need to solve. This can be tricky. You only have 60 seconds to do it, and every time you reattempt, the blocks flip and the solution changes. So just remake the painting of Beth. Just put together the picture of the Poe. You shoot Amy to start the puzzle. Everything drops. Okay, we got some decent luck here. So push this block up. Again, this will be different for you, most likely. All right, it's going to hit. Pull it up once. I'm going to pull this blue block completely out of the way. This is actually Beth, I think. All right, let's push this up a couple. All right, let's push it all the way in. Link is just so slow. That's just what takes the most time. Sometimes you'll see the solution, but like we'll run out of time because you accidentally pushed one brick like too far. And you gotta go around and get it. It's better than a sliding block puzzle for sure, but I don't know. Alright. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, we're running very low on time, but we got it. Alright. So, Beth comes out. She's gonna basically immediately attack you, so just be ready. Do I have her name right? Amy. Yeah, Amy. Beth is the previous one. Alright, that's Amy. So the flame gets lit, and the door opens. Don't forget to restock. Oh boy. There we go. Alright, go through the door. You can also shoot big Skulltulas. Alright, you're in the main room again, with 3 torches lit, and you will notice there's a 4th Poe sister sticking out of the elevator. Let's go say hello. Alright, this is Meg. Meg is a little special in that it's a different kind of fight. She switches herself into 4 clones, but one of them spins. If you looked carefully, you would have been able to see that it was that one. Just wait for her to reappear, and it's the same thing. The real one spins, the other 3 are fake. Right, there's one right in front of us. All right, one more. Okay, that is the 4th and final Poe sister. So with all 4 torches restored, the room gets relit, and the elevator shows up. All right, just hop on the elevator. It'll take you down. All right, so in this room we have a bunch of gates in front of switches. And if you look at the map, you can clearly see where the boss room is. So what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the room by pushing on this block. Now you can hear a gold Skulltula, and it's in this room. All right, that is the 5th and final gold Skulltula. Bring up your map. You can see it's confirmed there, and now we have 18. Real close to a Shard of Agony. You're probably at the Shard of Agony, at least by now. And of course, that chest is useless. So now the mission is to just keep rotating the room until we gain access to all the switches. This does take several rotations, and there is a total of 3 switches. Actually, there's a total of 2 switches, I'm sorry. Alright, so here's one. No, I believe it's 3. You just keep rotating and keep hitting switches, and then eventually you'll gain access to the boss door. Red. Yeah, there's going to be one more. Yeah, so there's gates within the rotating wall and then a gate for the boss door. Or the boss hallway, I should say. That's the boss hallway, and then this is the 3rd switch here. So you literally just keep rotating the room, and eventually you'll see the switches. It's not much of a puzzle. Okay, so the boss of the Forest Temple is Phantom Ganon. Phantom Ganon is a 2-phase fight. First phase involves you shooting paintings that he is coming out of. It's a very spooky fight. Or maybe the first phase is the Aghanim fight. I kind of can't remember. You just try to leave? Yeah, you just try to leave and it activates. It's weird. Okie doke. Yeah, there he is. Oh boy. Evil spirit from beyond, Phantom Ganon. Okay, first phase is the painting phase. So Ganon's gonna hop on his horse, get into a painting, and then what you need to do is try to see what painting he's coming out of. It's this one, and then shoot him. Oh, it's this one. Ow. So how do you know? You do it by sound? Yeah, I mean, it's the one that he comes out of a portal with. I'm just curious if there's an extra little sign. It's sound. You can hear the gallops. Yeah, so just pay attention to the sound. If you're playing in stereo, you should be able to hear the correct one. This is him. Alright, so... Oh, he's small. No, never mind, he's big again. So in this phase, you need to bat the orbs at him. we go. That knocks him down. And you do it again. Alright, keep it going. Whoa, that was lucky. There you go, there's Phantom Ganon. Long dungeon, great music, but very cool. Hey kid, you did quite well. Looks like you may be gaining some slight skill. But you have defeated only my Phantom. When you fight the real me, it won't be so easy. What a worthless creation that ghost was. I will banish it to the gap between dimensions. There you go. That is your first Adult Link Temple. You got a heart container. Alright, so now we have 8. 7. It's alright. I always think it appears after that message goes away. Back in the Chamber of the Sages. Now, if you remember, Saria said she was in the Forest Temple, but we never saw her. Oh, there she is. Thank you. Because of you, I could awaken as a sage. I am Saria, the sage of the Forest Temple. I always believed that you would come, because I know you. No. You don't have to explain it to me, because it is destiny that you and I can't live in the same world. I will stay here as the Forest Sage and help you. Now, please take this medallion. It's weird that she seems like not... Like, she reintroduces herself. It's a little strange, you know? You receive the Forest Medallion. Saria awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. Saria will always be your friend. Here we are, getting dropped off where it all started. But what's this? Hi there, I'm the Deku Tree Sprout. Because you and Saria broke the curse on the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. Thanks a lot. Hey, have you seen your old friends? None of them recognized you with your grown-up body, did they? That's because the Kokiri never grow up. Even after 7 years, they're still kids. You must be wondering why only you have grown up. Well, as you might already guessed, you are not a Kokiri. You're actually a Hylian. I'm happy to finally reveal this secret to you. Some time ago, before the King of Hyrule unified this country, there was a fierce war in our world. One day, to escape from the fires of the war, a Hylian mother and her baby boy entered this forbidden forest. The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. The Deku tree could sense that this was a child of destiny whose fate would affect the entire world. So he took him into the forest. After the mother passed away, the baby was raised as a Kokiri, and now, finally, the day of destiny has come. You are a Hylian, and were always bound to leave this forest. And now, you have learned your own destiny, so you know what you must do. That's right, you must save the land of Hyrule. Now, Link, break the curses on all the temples and return peace to Hyrule. Hi there, I'm the Deku Tree Sprout. Because you... Yeah, I know. Wait, please don't tell the whole story again. Okay. Yeah, so he's basically going to grow into a bigger Deku Tree. Or another Deku Tree. And now, the forest has been restored, so there's no more enemies. And some of the kids are back. I feel like I've known you for a long time, mister. You can buy arrows at a shop only if you have a bow. Have you got one? So yeah, now everything's not trying to murder you. Okay, so we are going to do one thing real quick, and that is increase our bow capacity, or our quiver capacity. So, if you remember, we increased the slingshot capacity by playing... Oh my god, by playing the shooting gallery... Oh my god, by playing the shooting gallery minigame in Hyrule Castletown as a child. Now, clearly, Hyrule Castletown has seen better days, but if you remember, there was a building in Kakariko Village as a child that was under construction. That building, as an adult, has finished construction, or construction on that building is finished by the time you become an adult, and it is now a shooting gallery. So, we can play that shooting gallery minigame, and when we finish it, we will get the quiver upgrade. And I do just want to make sure of one thing before I actually start it, so I'm just going to look something up. I'm not sure if a heart piece is attached to this. If it is, I want to make sure I get the correct score, because I don't want to get the heart piece. I just want to get the quiver upgrade. Shooting Gallery, Kakariko Village, Ocarina of Time. Okay. Do you want to play a game? It's 20 rupees per play. Say yes. It's the same game, but in a different order. I'm almost positive they are randomized. Wow, first shot. Nice. Okay, got the big quiver now. We can carry 40 arrows. And that, luckily, just replenishes our stock. So we were at 17 before, now we're at 40. Okay, that's it for this part of the walkthrough. For the next part, we are... Actually, let's save and quit. This way we see if our death counter got affected. In the next part, we are going to start at the Temple of Time. Very deliberate that we're doing that. I do my best to try to pause walkthroughs, but I think as an adult, I'm just going to start at the Temple of Time every time. All right, let's reset and see if this affected our death counter, because we did die and use a fairy. In A Link to the Past, it doesn't. In the Japanese version of Link to the Past, it does. In the English version, it does not. So, not entirely sure. Let's see. I am curious. Let's see. Nope. Cool. It didn't. Very good. Okay, so next time what we're going to do is we're going to do the Happy Mask Shop trading side quest. At the end of this side quest, we will gain access to a few different masks. There's 2 really important masks here. There's the Mask of Truth, which allows you to speak with Spirit Stones. That's a really good mask. The Spirit Stones just give you hints. They are those little gray stones with a Sheikah eye on it that you can't do anything with. You can plant bombs at them and they'll blow up, but if you use the Mask of Truth, they'll actually tell you the hints. The other important mask is the Skull Mask, I believe it's called. That will allow you to get a couple of upgrades for Deku Nuts and Deku Sticks. Or I think it gives you Deku Nuts, and a different mask gives you Deku Sticks. But we're going to do the mask side quest, and we're going to do those upgrades for the Deku Nuts and the Deku Sticks. And then that'll be it for that walkthrough. The walkthrough after that will start on the Fire Temple. So the Fire Temple doesn't really have a major side quest like the Forest Temple did. Like, you just kind of, you get one thing and you go to it. Like, that's it. So it's pretty easy to just start off. Fire Temple is long. I'll warn you about that. It's confusing. It's got a lot. It's like a very vertical dungeon. It's fun, though. It's really cool. But yeah, that's it for this one. We'll get into it next time. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. You can also leave a super thanks by clicking the heart icon below this video. You can find me on Twitter at SJCage and join the Discord. You find the links for those in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.